everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be slightly different. Although I've thought out what I wanted to say, it is honestly unscripted. I knew that I wanted to have a sit down and talk after the events that happened the other day when I was on the train, and then today to hear on some unfortunate news of someone who seems to have had it all, and from the outward appearance, but you know, on the inside was dealing with some things. To hear of the untimely passing of someone that a lot of people have grown to love and admire, I just wanted to have this talk on my platform and with my subscribers. First, I want to say thank you for each and every one of you who have subscribed, who watch the content, who watch my videos, who comment, who give me feedback. It just feels so great, and it's a true testament to what family and friendship and fellowship is. Although it's happening via a social media platform, although it's happening, I guess you could say, electronically, because I'm not in person with you all, that we are communicating via the internet, it's still a connection that I hold dear. Some of you all, I know your names. Some of you all I talk to my husband about. So I definitely am grateful for the platform and for the family over here that is growing and ever evolving. And I'm grateful. I reached a milestone that I did want to acknowledge, of 700 subscribers. There was a part of me when I got to 500 subscribers, my community tab was open and I could have done a post. And you know, there's a part of me that says, oh, you need 1,000 subscribers to monetize, so don't celebrate too early. But at the same time, 700 individual people subscribing to the channel is a great accomplishment. Out of the 700, I might know 100 from family and friends, but it is an amazing thing to have people hit that subscribe button, people who have followed me on. There are two journeys that I can think of specifically that I've gained a fellowship from. First, when my husband and I went for our home, and when I was posting videos about us going through that process, a lot of people subscribed from that. And then the second thing was when my husband and I went through IVF. And you know, some people feel in today's age that the younger generation, you know, you guys share too much. You guys are telling your business. Some people have shared or felt, wow, you know, you're so brave because you shared your experience of having difficulties with conceiving with us. And they say, you know, we admire that. And the one thing that's always been my response is that there is nothing new under the sun. And while we are going through things individually, and of course when you're going through it, it feels as if it's all that is going on. It feels as if you are the only one that's experiencing that, or you are the only one to have ever experienced that. The reality is that you're just one of who knows how many million trillion. So in sharing my story and in sharing with each other the ebbs and flows of life, the ups and downs, the times where we are rejoicing and then the times where we're in sorrow. I shared on this platform when I lost my grandmother. That might have been the hardest loss and the closest loss to me in my entire life. But I know that I'm not the only one that lost a grandmother. My husband lost his grandmother as well the same year. So sharing Again, not just the good things and the good times, but sharing in some of our lowest moments, sharing in some things that just, some things that we may be embarrassed about or ashamed of. Sharing really does release you. Not only does it release you, but it also opens up an avenue of communication and conversation with people that you would have never imagined. And then also, I myself, when I was a teenager, struggled with depression. I can remember times that I would wake up and nothing would have happened to me. I didn't have any bad encounters. I didn't go to bed with any negative feelings. But I remember times when I would wake up and just feel as if the weight of the world was on me. And I couldn't even explain it. I remember times where I felt like I just didn't want to face tomorrow. Again, nothing happened to me. No one offended me. No event happened. It was something going on, an imbalance going on in my body, which was causing me to feel a sense of loneliness that was uncaused. It was unwarranted. It was unprovoked. I woke up and I felt it, and it was real. And there were people around me that felt I did it for attention. There were people around me who thought it was a joke, who would laugh or would be sarcastic and say, "Oh, she's so crazy." But the truth of the matter is, there are things that are going on in your body when you're going through depression that you can't explain. When you're going through mental health, when you have mental health disabilities, that's not something that everyone understands. And it's not something that everyone can deal with, knows how to deal with, or knows how to help and assist you in getting help. And I know for me, the one thing that saved my life was my belief in God. I remember times where, when I was a teen, I remember times where I would take a knife and I would hold it up to my wrist, and as I pressed into my wrist, I would cry and I would say, "This is not the way God has for me. This is not it." And of course, whatever attempt I made did not succeed. And I'm blessed to have, I want to say, outgrown those moments of depression. As an adult, I face hardships. I face times where I don't understand what's going on in my life, where I ask God, why me? If I've done everything that you've asked me to do, why can't I accomplish this goal? Or why is it that I feel that this hindrance is in my way? And for me, myself, I do believe that through time and experience and deepening my relationship with God, I now know how to see a thing for what it is. And self-pity and loneliness is not an option for me in the here and now. But I do sympathize and I do empathize with people in those situations. So I just wanted to again stop by, say hi to all my new subscribers, and just shed some light that love those that are around you. Check on those who are around you, especially those who have lost loved ones, especially those who may have lost, parents or spouse, people in your life who you know that their family is far and in between. Check on them. Last week I was on the train and they made an announcement that an unauthorized person was on the track. But when you think of it, when the train is coming, you hear the train, you see the train, and all too often during the holiday season, it is known that a lot of people use stepping in front of a train as an avenue to end things for themselves. So if you are in good health, if you have your right mind, when you know better, you do better. So reach out to all of your people near and dear to you. Express your love for them as we're coming up on the holiday season. Let them know that you care. Let them know what they mean. And I know that a lot of times the season of gift giving is frowned upon, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. But it doesn't hurt to show the people in your life that you care. It doesn't take a bunch just to say I appreciate you. So from me to you, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm grateful that you all are in my life. I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to talk with you, to share with you, and possibly to meet some of you. Until tomorrow's Vlogmas, signing off. Bye. Really? Stop. I'm back.
Yeah, she's back. Gosh.
Slide over. Close to me.
You want me to get close to you? I'm coming from work. You want me to get close to you? With all this oil,
What are you sorry?
gasoline fumes. What's up?
You were the one who wanted to have this conversation. Talk.
Oh. Growing up when I was a kid, I had depression. Told my mom, wish I was dead. Because nobody liked me. You know, nobody liked me. You know, my cousin get all the girls. I couldn't even get one. I couldn't even get a kiss on the cheek. You know, I always was told I was ugly, and and it bothered me. But that's when, you know, playing the drums started coming along, music started coming along. And I had my focus. Like, instead of me focusing on women, I focused on music. I didn't care what people thought. You know, music became my scapegoat. Always chilling with my father was my scapegoat because I was always enjoying working on cars with my pops. It was those little two things that ate my depression. When you look at it, and you know, I remember one time I was chilling with my cousin, we were on a train. Things you say to people can really change the outcome of their life. There is more power in your words sometimes than there are in your actions. One time I was just on the train, just chilling. And I said to the young lady, you know, she had an evil look on her face and stuff like that. And I said, man, she's beautiful. Smile. She started crying. And started just boo-hooing. I'm like, miss, well, I said he was beautiful. Like, chill out, relax, be easy. Nobody has ever called her beautiful in a long time. She was going home to kill herself. Scar her face. And what I took as a joke, somebody took seriously. You know, and now when we have kids, we have to show them ways of love and how they should be loved and respected. You know what I'm saying? Like things that we suffer from in high school, we should implement that in our parenthood so so we don't have to see our kids suffer from that. Like, for instance, kids used to make fun of me that I was rocking Shacks. That was my only thing from Payless. I mean, that was my only name brand sneakers other than Nike. So, when my kid grow up, I'm one rocking Nikes and Adidas's and stuff like that because I knew what it was like to be joked on.
I hear you on that too. I just feel that I want to teach my child that they are valuable just because they exist. Not because of anything they put on their body, name brand or not. Mm-hmm. Not because of any special talent they may have, but just because they exist. Because in their existence is purpose. And that's where I feel that when I was a kid, a lot of my depression came from me feeling like I wasn't loved. I didn't feel I was valuable.
You wasn't nurtured.
I didn't feel I had a purpose.
Can I say something? You wasn't loved mentally, if I could say that.
You can't say that because you weren't in my childhood.
No, I wasn't. You wasn't in mine, but when I'm saying you didn't feel love, it's like mentally where people understood you instead of giving you the shoulder, like, yo, so what? Who cares about what you feel? I want to be, when I have kids, I want to show them love through understanding their trial and error, their frustrations, what makes them upset, and talk to them about it, not just say, oh, get over it. Other kids do it too. Like, nah, you can't be like that. I want to know.
What do you think about the guy that Twitch that took his life?
Who's Twitch?
He is a DJ. He was also a dancer. Became popular, was on TV, had a huge following on social media, him and his wife. And yesterday, he took his life. His wife said that he left the house without the car, and a few hours later, police were called to a hotel where he took his life.
It's always good to have people to talk to about anything, whether you think it's stupid or not. It's always good to have somebody to talk to. Growing up, you see how when kids play and they're playing by themselves, you see how they talking to their imaginary friends. Hell, sometimes that's a way of keeping yourself.
I don't feel like his imaginary friend though. I feel like it's God and it's His presence.
Yes.
Because there are times that
when you're thinking spiritually, yes. When you're thinking spiritually, yes. But you do have people that don't speak spiritually. So when you look at that, of course there's going to be the omnipotent. It's going to be the God Almighty. It's going to be Jesus Christ. Of course, it's going to be that. But you have some people that don't look at it from that standpoint. You have people that look at it from a natural standpoint. And, dealing with this cardinal flesh, it's a hardship every day.
Absolutely.
It's a hardship every day. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have that will. You gotta have that motivation. You gotta have that support. You gotta have everybody. In the Bible it says it takes a village to raise a child. It takes everybody to keep that one kid or that two kids, 3 kids sound-minded. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why we need to stop always speaking negative about other people's little badass kids. Because you know why? They're badass kids, but sooner or later, if you keep working with them, they're going to be the ones taking over the world. Mm-hmm. Being president, being in Supreme Court, being the USA Senate, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta have a strong will. You know?
Let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas time.